Good afternoon, welcome to our evening workout. We're going to begin with some warm-up techniques. Around the arms. Switch the other way. Alright, twisting the body. The hips. Remember, it's a good idea to warm up before every class, not necessarily stretching, but before you stretch, actually get a warm up with your body. And switch. Reserve stretching from when your body's warmed up and flexible. Okay, all right, feet together, round with your knees. And switch. Nice. Spread your legs apart a little bit. And then hands down, and we're going to rotate to the left, big body circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And switch the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let your hands hang down. Now from here, we're just going to swing through and then reach up to the air. 1, arch our back, come back down. 2, 3, 4, 1 more, 5. All right, we're back down to the ground, so let's work our way back up again. We'll circle our knees. Switch the other way. All right, working our way back up to our hips, hip circles. And switch. All right, again, twisting our body to the side. So we've started at the head and gone to the floor, and now we're working our way back up. Okay, now around with your right arm, going backward. Make sure you really stretch out your joint there as you're moving, and switch, go the other way. Good, switch arms, going to the back. And switch to the front. Okay, round with your head, last one. Nice and slow. Always be careful stretching your neck or warming your neck up. Switch the other way. Okay, all right, shake it out a little bit. Your arms and your legs. All right, very good. Again, remember that a bit of advice there. A lot of times in the past, I remember doing warm-ups and working, doing karate workout, and a lot of times we just start out right away stretching, but all the science behind that shows that if you actually do somewhat of a little warm-up first, it's more advantageous to you. Then you save your stretching for a time when your body's warmed up and actually more flexible. Then you can increase your flexibility. Much like a runner will go out and run a warm-up lap, and then maybe come back and stretch before they get into the workout. So the same type of thing. All right, tonight we're going to work on something called Tai Sabaki, or body shifting. We'll explain a little bit more about that later, but right now we're going to just start out doing a basic warm-up of moving 3-time count. Right, so again, wherever you are in your room, if you can separate out, give a little bit of room, it doesn't take too much, maybe a 9 by 9 area. All right, Shibantai, stepping out, get over eyes. Right? All right, stepping in. Again, warming up about maybe half to 3/4 speed, punching face target. Itch, knee, sun. stepping back, rising block, age uke, ich, ni, san, ha, right? Stepping forward, punching chudan, ich, ni, san, ha, right? Stepping back, outside block, ich, ni, san, right? Stepping forward, punching to the stomach, geidan, ich, ni, san, ha. Then downward block, ich, ni, san, hey! Right, arms down, and just in relaxed position now. Maigeri, front snap kick. Ich, ni, san, hey! Hey, mate, turn around. Ready? Ich, ni, san, hey! Alright, mate. Alright, continuing now, add to this just a little bit more warm up. We're going to add to the punch, counter punch as we come back, or to the blocking action, I should say. So again, attacking 3 times to the face. 1, 2, 3. Hey! Stepping back, rising block, then counter punch at the end. 2, 3. Hey! Stepping back, outside block, counter punch at the end. 1, 2, 3. Hey! Stepping forward, punching stomach. 1, 2, 3. Hey! Right, stepping back, downward block. 1, 2, 3. Counter punch. Hey! Alright, then back to Maigeri. Now we're going to do a kicking action with a punch. So kick Maigeri, then Uezuki punching. Ready? Left hand out. 1, 2, 3. Hey! Hey! Mate. Last time with Kiai. 1, 2, 3. Hey! Yummy. And about it. Remember, when you're doing karate such as this, we practice something called kiai, or an energy shout. It's good so that you get breathing. Very good to breathe. If you hold your breath, your technique becomes weak. So the kiai not only gives you power, but it helps you to relax, helps you to breathe. All right, so tonight we're going to do what we call, again, tai sabaki, or body shifting, or body repositioning is probably more accurately. So just a quick example of that, and then we'll go into a drill that we're going to do to help you be able to do that on your own. But for example, if Senpai was going to come in and maybe grab my lapel from here, all right? Now, he's a bigger man than I am. He's stronger than I am. And he's even quicker than I am. So instead of getting back, it's harder for me to just move back. If he's got a long range, he can step further than me, he can grab me. But simply, if he comes in and I move to the side, I reposition my body. This gives me a stronger tactical advantage. All right? So from here, I can counter, I can elbow, I can knee, I can do anything I want. So again, this is kind of the concept of repositioning. All right? If he, again, maybe he's stronger, maybe he's quicker, maybe he's the same size, it doesn't even matter. But he attacks, now he can grab a hold of me. One more time, I can move. But I can move different ways. He attacks again, I can go to the outside. If he attacks, I can pivot my body. If he attacks, I can pivot to the outside. But the idea is now that I'm not staying in line with him. I am moving offline. And that's what the concept of body repositioning is. So we're going to show you a little drill from here. We're just going to face to the front so you can see it's from the back. So the first action is I'm going to step back or shift back. Senpai taught on this a few lessons ago about how to shift with the body and shift with the feet. And we're going to apply that now as we use tai sabaki. So the first action may be thinking somebody's going to push and you're going to step back and shift. All right? Then standing back up. Same person's coming in as we just demonstrated. We're going to shift off to the side at 45 degrees. Then back up. We need to be able to do the left side as well, so we shift to the left side. And then back up. Now we're going to rotate or pivot, so our right leg's going to pivot, our left leg moves to the outside, then back up, and then we're going to pivot to the left. All right, then back up. Now we're going to add an extra one to this, but may not be necessary in self-defense, but again, it's a little bit more involved as far as timing. We're going to shift off to the side and then pivot so our opponent has gone by us. So we step out and pivot, and then could counterattack from the backside. All right, then the same thing to the left. We step out and pivot. So now we're facing our partners going by or passing by. All right, let's do that drill again one more time. Just use it for warm-up, for exercise. Ready? Shifting back. 1, then back up. To the right. 2, back up. Left. 3, back up. Pivot. 4, back up. Pivot. 5, back up. Then moving in and pivot. Back up. And 7, pivot. Back up. All right, very good. Let's turn this way and we'll show you the same way into the camera, give you a little bit better view of how to do this. So, first one again is straight back. We're using those principles of shifting that Senpai taught us before with footwork, when he was working on footwork. All right, shifting back. 1, then back up, to the right. 2, back up, left. 3, and up, pivot. 4, up, pivot. 5, and up. And then of course you can use anything that you want for a counterattack into that. We'll do it one time, just using a counterattack. So we pivot by moving away and then counter. Right? Then back up. Move to the inside and then counter. Back up, move to the other side. Counter, then back up, then pivoting and counter. Back up, then pivot and counter. All right, very good. Okay. All right, take a little breather if you're working a little bit. Get your breath back. Okay, so now we've explained a little bit about the shifting or the body repositioning idea. Let's apply it to just 3-time attack. Yeah, we call this Sanban Kumite in karate. We can also do it with the Ippon Kumite or 1-time attack. It would work equally as well. But right now, just to maybe give you a little bit more of a workout, we'll do 3-time attack. So somebody's going to attack a Jodan attack. On the third one, I'm going to shift to the side. So he's punching 1, 2, 3. Then I move to the side, and counter punch. Then I'll attack from the side, and you can see better from this perspective what he's doing. 1, 2, 3. Always make sure that, as you saw Senpai do when you're countering, don't just do it soft, but use some feeling of kime or focus into it. Even if you're not going as fast, the term for softness is not really there. You're just changing your timing. So maybe slower timing, but still there should always be focus. Or maybe with speed, then there's still focus, but not slower or faster. All right, so now he's going to attack Chudan chest level. 1, 2, 3. Ha! Ha! Then I'm going to attack 1, 2, 3. Hey! You can see how he pivoted, was pivoting to the outside. All right, again this time he's going to attack and I'll change so that I'm pivoting to the outside. 1, 2, 3. Hey! And counter, to the inside. Then I'll attack and you're going to pivot to the inside. 1, 2, 3. Hey! All right, very good. Okay, then attacking Gaidon or somebody punching to the stomach. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hey! Then I pivot to the side and counter. Then I attack. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hey! And yame. All right, so this is a basic concept, and of course, anyone that's our students knows that all the things, the details about this, but some of you might be asking, well, no one's going to attack 3 times to the stomach. This is just a training drill. It's a training drill showing you distance and timing, and then giving you the ability to work by body positioning or repositioning to the outside or inside, again called Tai Sabaki. So now we're going to do it with a front kick. So he will attack Jodan, Chudan, front kick, and then we'll move to the inside, show you how to do that, and then explain a little bit why that's important. All right, so he's attacking Shotokan. 1, then Shotokan 2, front kick 3, bah! So I move to the inside. Same thing, Shotokan 1, Shotokan, front kick. And back. So moving to the inside now, we talked about earlier that Tai Sabaki was for a bigger partner, somebody bigger, longer range. Helps us if we can move to the inside. But also blocking against a kick. If you've ever blocked a front kick, now a lot of styles don't use front kick quite like Shotokan does. And front kick's a primary technique in our style, as well as others, round kick, thrust kick, spin back kick. But the front kick is utilized quite a bit. If you've ever been in that position where you tried to stop a front kick, and he's coming in and I try to block, and I don't shift, you can maybe hear it that far away, you can hear the impact onto my arm. In fact, I've had my arm broken several times on the ulna, the small bone, and again, it's quite debilitating. If you get kicked there and your arm gets broken, even the small bone, hard to continue. Even if that doesn't happen, just the sheer pain of hitting his shin. Of course, if you look at the anatomy of the body, the shin is much heavier built and as opposed to the forearm. So now we apply that. So just one time, if he's going to front kick, I move to the inside counter. So that's another reason why Sabaki is important. Not just size, not just speed, but also the weapon that is used, I can move to the side and become much more effective. I can stay in the fight rather than have my arm broken. And again, it can be done to the outside. So that's the concept of Tai Sabaki and what we're working on. Hopefully you can use that little drill that we showed you to warm up with it, use it for exercise. Okay, so now we're just going to show one-time attack and then maybe how to use that if somebody's attacking like a hook punch or like an uppercut or just one type attack or even swinging a club, how you can simply move to the side. So I'm going to do this first. Somebody's going to attack. I'm going to show you that I'm going to attack and he's going to actually perform it and then take me down. Okay? Showing how you get your opponent to the ground. So if he attacks from here, one-time attack, I move to the side 1, then elbow strike. All right? At this point, I could continue knee strike and then take him down. I will not do that at this point, but that's a legitimate follow-up to what you're doing. All right? So then he attacks to the chest. Now I have option to go inside or outside. This time I'm going to go to the outside. 2. So I block, I catch the striking arm, elbow strike. Then from here I could catch. I can catch in a type of Aikido lock and take down. Right? Again, we'll demonstrate that later. Now he comes in with a punch to the stomach. This time I chose to go the inside, punch, then coming in, elbow strike. Then again, follow up, take down. All right, then last one, front kick, we're going to do it 2 ways. Again, if I try to stop this front kick, if I'm too late, he's fast, and I'm too late, my arm gets broken. All right, but by using Tai Sabaki, I can move to the side, then counter with an elbow strike, catch, knee strike, then take down. Same thing, he attacks, I can move to the outside and block, either this way, 1, and then counter or elbow, or I can use a palm heel block and move to the outside this way, catch, then elbow strike. And again, taking down. So this time I'm going to attack. This time I'm going to attack, and somebody's going to follow up by taking me down easily, please. All right, so maybe I'm going to be a little bit more like a street fighter. I've never really street fought before in my life. A few engagements in 7th and 8th grade, but it was nothing trained, and it was always because I was getting picked on. So I'm going to throw a punch. He's going to stop it, perform one of those techniques, and then take down. So I'm moving this way, I'm threatening with my punch, and I throw the punch, and he counters. Now, if he's done his job, I'm starting to go down. right? If his timing is good, his distance is good, his kime was good, he was on target, I'm starting to go out. But he's going to help me and then take me down and then finish the job. Okay, and then notice as he backs off, he's doing so with caution and seeing how I'm going to respond to it. Right? So maybe that's a punch to the face. Now I'm going to punch to his chest, same thing. I'm not going to do a straight punch like karate. Maybe I'm going to come in with a left-handed feeling this way and hit. He blocks it by moving to the side, then follows up, sweep, and down I go. And then he counters. Then one more, we'll attack again the attack we were using to the stomach. Okay, over here. So now I'm going to punch the stomach. Again, it's not going to be a traditional karate punch this way, but maybe I fake high. I fake high like a jab, and then I come down to a dropping punch, maybe even down toward his groin, but at least to his stomach and drive the energy down. Again, a little bit different than just a traditional workout punch. So here I'm throw a jab and then go counter, he goes aside, counters me, and then again, he's going to take it down, and then he comes in to follow up if he must. All right, and then finally we'll show that with a front kick. Now again, we have other kicks like round kick, back kick. A round kick is actually a little bit easier to catch and take down. Maybe we can show you that, but now a front kick. So again, I'm feeling like I want to kick him with front kick. Maybe it's to the knee. So he doesn't want to bend over. If he bends over, he gets hit in the face. Maybe it's to the stomach. So now he can easily shift to the side of that and catch. Right? So that's what he's going to do now. He uses sabaki to shift to the side and catch me. One. And from there, again, I'm pretty much out on my feet, but he takes me down. And that now gives you a very practical means of self-defense. Again, people a lot of times criticize traditional karate because no one throws a punch like this to you. And that's true, they very seldom do. But there are people who do throw a boxing type of punch, or who maybe have street fought quite a bit of their life because of necessity or whatever. And so you get these circular type of actions, and now your karate can be used against those. So just for the fun of it now, we haven't worked on it, but you can see what would happen if I throw a roundhouse kick. So if he's standing here, a round kick is used. It comes in a circular fashion, round kick fashion. I can aim to the leg for an attack or even a defense and hit the leg and cause severe injury to the inside of his leg. All right? Or maybe from here, he's holding his hands up like kind of a street fighting situation, and I fake him, but then come in and hit him in the ribs, break his ribs, thereby taking his wind away from him. So either way, and then finally maybe hitting to the groin. But he's going to shift into the side, and easily again, carefully, slowly, I'm going to kick, and not a low action, but a mid action. He's going to show you how to grab it, and then counter and take down. So I come in with one, this type of feeling. Now, he follows up from there, and counters. And you can see, go ahead and go back to there. You can see the vulnerable position I am in at this point. All right. So that's how Tai Sabaki is used now in Shotokan. It's also used in different things like Kendo, martial art called Kendo, where they move to the side. But to employ this technique is to give you a more strategic advantage over your partner. Maybe they're the same size, maybe they're bigger, maybe they're faster. So either way, whether you're about the same in size and speed or one has the advantage, the Tai Sabaki will give you the tactical advantage to strike from the side. Whether it's straight back, to the left, to the right, shifting your body. So again, that's why we call it body repositioning. All right, very good. So just to finish this workout, we're going to do a little bit of warm down exercises, and then if we have a little bit of time left, we'll maybe do some stretching. Okay. All right, so facing the front, just think about if you can get exercise. You don't have to have a weight room. You don't have to have even dumbbells or kettlebells. They're a nice addition, but you can just use body exercise. So we're going to do push-ups. I'm going to do my push-ups on my knees. I have shoulder injuries from the past, so I find it much easier to do this exercise much easier on my shoulders. Think about that. Or maybe you just can't do a push-up. So you do a simple push-up from your knees. Senpai will do regular push-ups. All right? So the key here is always to keep your body flat and then to keep your head up a little bit as you go down. All right? 10 push-ups. 1, 2, 3. Follow along with us. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, very good. Okay, then coming through and sitting down. Now we're going to angle toward each other this way, so we get a different view from the side. So this time we're going to lay back, all right? Put our hands up to our ears, and now we're going to cross our right elbow to our left knee. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, very good. Then sit up. Again, always try to use your core muscles when getting up. All right, then we're going to face the camera this time and just doing a squatting exercise. So, feet out. Make sure you position your legs properly. As squatting, I would not want to put my feet inward, but more straight or a little bit out. Now we're going to lift our hands out as we squat. 1, then back up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Okay, shake it out a little bit. That's one set. And you can do as many reps as you want on a set. Just make sure you're doing 3 or 4 sets. Okay, let's do another push-up exercise. This time, we're going to go with our hands to the middle. They call these diamond push-ups. Emphasizes more work on your triceps as opposed to your biceps. So we're going to make our hands in a diamond fashion. Again, I'm doing mine on my knees. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, very good. Now let's sit and go back to the side again. I'm going to offset a little bit, come onto my side here. All right, this time we're going to do leg lifts or leg raises. I'm going to show you a little trick here. If you have a bad back and this hurts you, you can make a little bit of a fulcrum with your hands. That is a balancing point. So I put my hands right about where my belt is, okay, or my upper side of my buttocks. This will give me a little bit of balance as I lift my legs. Another way you can do this is put your hands behind your head or to your ears, or you can even come up and sit and touch your knees with your hands as you come up. So anyway, let's try it. Ready? So 1, 2, again, put your hands in your buttocks if you feel that this is hard on your back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, very good. Then up. Again, use your core muscles to get up. So now we're going to do another exercise. So this time we're going to bend over on one leg. So I'll show you from the side from here. I'm just going to bend over and then come back up and then switch legs. The idea of this is to create a balance drill for you as well as a leg exercise. Somebody was showing me a video the other day of a guy working out, kind of developed his own workout system, and he was on kind of like a homemade Bosu ball, or is that what it's called, Bosu? But it was a platform on springs, and he was shaking all over, but he was using weights and then stabilizing. So that's kind of what this drill is. You might be shaking and quivering, but it's a balance drill. So let's try it. Ready? Left leg back. 1. Your hands come out to balance. Then right leg 2. Back. 3. Back. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. All right, very good. Okay, last set of exercises. Back down to a push-up. This time let's face each other so they can see. So if you watch Senpai, I'm not, I don't have my degree in physical education or anything like that, but I do know this. If you're doing a push-up and your bottom is sticking up like a mountain, not that high, but here, and you do a push-up, that's not a push-up. You can develop it into another type of exercise, but it's not a, yes. Here's another exercise, this is more correct, all right? But it's not a push-up. If you're doing a push-up, you should have a flat back, all the way down, straight line from your shoulders down to your heels. And then the head is pretty much flat as you go down. You can lift it a little bit, but you certainly don't want to tip it down. All right, so we're going to do these push-ups again. You can see my angle again on my knees, right? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then hold it. 5. Come on up. Now you can widen your hands and do a wide push-up. Ready? It emphasizes different muscles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Okay. All right. Then another little different twist on these sit-ups is doing it with a partner. If you don't have a partner and you want to do this the way we're going to do it now, you can hook your feet under the couch or hook your feet under a ledge somewhere. So we're going to hook our feet together. I'm going to go to the outside. Somebody's going to hook to the inside. All right, now we're going to change this. This is kind of a sit-up, but now we're going to punch. So I learned this a long time ago from my sensei, but sit up with a punch. So we're going to go back, left hand out, right hand back, and as we sit up, we're going to punch. 1, then go back, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, very good. Okay. Now, last exercise for the third set, we're going to do a little jumping exercise. Again, the idea of jumping is to give you more spring into your legs. It's one thing to hold position. This is a good exercise, like holding a kibarach stance. But now when you use this ballistic action of jumping, it actually fires different muscles, a little bit different exercise physiologically. So we're going to do that. We're just going to squat down, touch the floor, and then give a tiny jump. You don't have to go high. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, we're going to do it again. This time we're going to reach in the air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. All right, very good. Let's just stretch it, or not stretch, but just again some circular actions to finish the class, and then we'll be finished for today. So around with the arms, nice and easy. If you're breathing, get your breath back. And again, you can do as many sets as you want. Other way, we do 4 or 5 sets. You can increase the number of the push-ups, sit-ups, and the squats. Good. Crossing. All right, then just around with the hips a little bit. And switch. Okay. All right, shake it out a little bit. Again, as always, be respectful, straighten your knees. And then bowing out respect to each other. Otagani legs. And shomani legs. All right, hope you find this video useful and continue to work out until we can meet again. Have a good evening.